What is up, bros and hoes? It's another episode of TrumpScape. So, this episode, we are going to do two quests. The first is a quest we started many moons ago called Restless Ghost. So, we're going to finish that. And then, after we finish that quest, we're going to finish what is the quest called with the imp beads? Whatever that quest is called. Imp Catcher? That's the one. So, this might be a very short video, but you know what? It'll be short, but it'll be sweet. It'll be a quality over quantity experience, which, the Zoomers want these days. Their attention spans have been psyoped down by foreign powers into a mere sliver of what a conscious human should be capable of exercising in terms of attention. So, isn't that a fun thing to ponder? But let's not focus on drab and boring shit like that. Let's focus on RuneScape. These are some big spiders, holy shit. You guys have pest control in this place? Well, Trump, if you're talking to me, of course I am. I can't speak to anybody else. I'm trapped in this fucking video game. You and me both, man. Just two different games. Anyway, yeah, we do have pest control, but it's not what you think. I'll talk about it later with you off camera, okay? All right then, fine. I'm gonna hold you to that. I'm totally not gonna forget to fall asleep. Yeah, okay, I'll hold you to that. Anyway, let's get on down. Oh shit, no, we forgot to talk to the swamp dude. You know what? Fuck it. Let's start the bead quest because we're here already, and then we'll go back and do that. I thought I already talked to that fucking guy. I didn't, though. I saved it for the video. I saved it for you guys, Sometimes I embarrass and torture myself just for others, just for my loved ones. It's just who I am. It's what I'm programmed to do. Now, I don't think it's the top floor. I actually think it's this guy, isn't it? Is there another person in here? Oh no, that's the split bark dude.
This is going to be the new armor that all wizards will wear, I can promise you that.
And this guy's like, that's the most retarded thing I've ever heard. Get out of my office. All right, let's talk to Trayborn. They call him Trayborn because he was born on the trail, the Oregon Trail. His mom died of dysentery at the same instant she shat him out, so that's why they call him Trailborn. All right. Now, I've thought long and hard, and I do mean long and hard, about what voice to give this guy. And I think I've come up with something fitting. So we're going to go with Anthony Hopkins from Silence of the Lambs for no reason in particular, just because I haven't done his voice, and I want to see if I suck at it or if I can do a decent job. So here we go. Hello, young Thingamewat. What the fuck are you talking about, old man? Hey, get the dip out of your mouth. I can't fucking understand you. A thingamywat, Clarice. Where? Those pesky thingamywats. They get everywhere. They leave a terrible mess, too. Tell me what they look like and I'll drone strike 'em. Don't be ridiculous, Clarice. No one has ever seen a thingamywat. They're invisible, or a myth, or a figment of my imagination. I can't remember which right now. Teach me a mighty and powerful... shit, sorry. I meant to say teach me to be a mighty and powerful wizard. For once, that wasn't a dialogue error. It was my own, I'll admit it. Wizard, Clarice. You don't want any truck with that sort. They're not to be trusted. That's what I've heard, anyways. What the fuck are you talking about? Aren't you a wizard? You're more schizo than the guy making these videos. How dare you, Clarice? I'd thought you were more polite than that. Of course I'm a wizard. Now don't be so cheeky, or I'll turn you into a fag. Did you mean to say frog? No. I'd better go. Man, that's such bullshit as an option on this option should appear in this dialogue tree, but it should be one branch after this. Like after you pick one of these two, it should show you this. Imagine what it's like to have an editor like mine in your brain. Thankfully, I'm going to die someday. All right. Can we even start this quest? Did you just call me a... I'm not even going to say it. I don't think I can say it on here. I think it's a slur. Okay, here we go. You're my proof, Clarice. There are thingamywhat's in this tower. Now where can I find a cage big enough to keep you? You're fucking crazy, bro. That's a pity. I thought maybe they were winding me up. Is this not the guy who gives you the fucking quest after all this? I guess we had some fun, but I always thought Trayborn was the one who lost his beads. Where, like, is it this dude? It's not Greyzag, is it? Oh god. What is this fucker saying? Yeah, I'm not now. Can you not get that quest? Is it Mizgog? Give me a quest. I just talked to some demented guy downstairs. Joe Biden had like double the brain cells of that fucking guy. I'm not going to speak to him again. I'm not going to waste the viewer's time. Oh god, I didn't come up with a voice for this guy, guys. I don't want to just do generic old man. What can we do? Suggest something in the comments, and I'll edit the video in the future. Oh shit, I know. Okay, I have a voice. This is drawn from real life. I'm not going to say who this was. I don't even know who it was, but I love the voice.
Give me a quest, what?
What would Trump say? Give me a quest or else I'll tariff you. I'll place so many tariffs on this tower, they're going to call it the Wizard's Tariff Tower, okay? In fact, if I take it over, it'll be Trump's Tariff Tower. That's 3 T's. I like that. I like that number.
Or else what? You'll attack me?
Stop laughing and give me a fucking quest. Just stop fucking around, okay?
Now you're assuming I have a quest to give you.
Damn it, this guy's stubborn. Alright, I'm sensing that I might have to pretend to be polite. This is going to take a lot of mental energy for me. Okay, here we go. We're going to give it a shot. Give me a quest. Please.
Close enough. I can tell that took you some effort. Seeing as you asked nicely, I could do with some help. The wizard Greyzag next door decided he didn't like me, so I enlisted an army of hundreds of imps. These imps stole all sorts of my things. My calipers, my candles. You know, what else? My rags, my oiled rags, my clothes, my dirty clothes, my wand, my other wand, my spare wand for if those 2 wands I lose, which often I do. That book, oh no, that book's still there right above your head. I guess they didn't steal that.
All right, old man, you gotta shut the fuck up. None of this is funny.
All right. Look, most of this crap I don't care about. But I have these 4 magical beads. Very important to me, you understand. I spent many decades crafting them. I had in mind a spell that would enchant a new type of necklace. A necklace that would specifically be targeted at stupid noobs who couldn't get a hold of better gear. It was supposed to be a charitable task, but again, without these beads, I can do nothing. There was a red one, a yellow one, a black one, and a white one, and those fucking imps stole them all. Do you think you'll have the cojones to get them back for me, little golden-haired man?
Well, again, for expedience reasons, we'll pick the top one. I mean, I can try. I can't promise I'll try hard, though, because you haven't even told me what the reward is. Can I get one of those cool ambulance you talked about? I mean, I've already got a glory, but, you know, if I'm getting a reward, you know, I'll be more motivated. That's how rewards work. That's how they work on the brain.
That's great. Very smart of you to have recognized the reward and punishment system. If you're still trapped in that and you have not found a higher purpose, you are doomed to be a golem for the rest of your days, no matter how much gold you paint on the walls of your house of lies.
Are you okay, buddy?
What do you mean?
Are you, like, depressed or something?
Why would you ask that?
You're being really negative, okay?
Negative? I'm just being honest.
No. You're not being honest. You're being pessimistic, okay? You're not Rustin Cole from True Detective. You gotta crawl out of your own ass a little bit, I think, okay? Everybody does everything they need to do to get by. Everybody sacrifices everything for everything. Judge not, lest ye be judged. You ever heard that?
No. Is that from some mystical book?
Yeah, you could say it's from a mystical book, one that a lot of people might need to look at again these days. All right, let's go and... Oh, wait a minute. Oops. We already have the beads. Let's talk to him again.
How are you doing finding my beads? You acted like you were going to leave, and then you turned around awkwardly. I suspect you may have already found one of these beads, and my description of the beads has, jogged your memory, perhaps? I just hope you have not sold them.
No, I couldn't sell them. I tried. I went to Port Sarim, I went to Varrock, went to Falador. I went to fucking Elatia, and it's not even a real city in this game. I guess they call it Pepebnis, but let's not talk about that yet. Basically, I went everywhere and I tried to sell them. I even tried to sell them for 1 GP, but nobody would buy them. So, old man, you better give me something for these, 'cause I put a lot of effort into trying to sell them, okay? No one's buying what I'm making. I'm gonna stop making it.
Just give them here. I'll check if they're really my beads. Let me see here.
You give the 4-colored beads to Wizard Mixog. Oh, shit. Okay, I guess there's no dialogue of him saying,
Yes, these are correct.
well, there's the Amulet of Accuracy, guys. There's at least one quest done. And we are now 16 magic. Earth Strike, Weaken. Those are the 2 spells I like to use in my life when somebody attacks me. All right, let's go ahead and climb on down these spirally stairs. And now we have to go and talk with What's-His-Nuts in the swamp. I think we... who did we do for the... Did we do... Oh, I don't even know who we did. I think I was going to do Patrick Stewart for the guy down here. I may have already done that, so if I repeat myself, that's just how it is, guys. These are single-take videos, and I don't have an editor. I'm not bragging, but that might provide some context for some of you who don't have it. All right, well, this guy's got a V-neck, so we know he's hip with the mid-2010s emo aesthetic, the sort of metrosexual thing. He's got that down pat. And you know, there's a practical benefit to these types of shirts. I actually like them because they let your chest breathe. So if you're like a sweaty alcoholic like me who's going through withdrawal, you know, for a certain period out of every day, it's nice. It's nice to be able to just sweat it all out. All right, Father Ernie. I'm remembering the voice I did for this guy last time, and he was really aggressive. I think I just wanted to do Patrick Stewart for him, but I may have done him as the priest. If I did, I apologize. I thought I did Christopher Lee as the Varrock priest, but you know what? I'll know which one I did after I rewatch that video and this one when it's done recording. Go away, I'm meditating. Ooh, actually, maybe I did do... who cares? I like Patrick Stewart. Fuck it, I'm just going to do him for this. To reap. Again, guys, some of these, I'm going to be tempted. It's just too funny. I just have to do it. Hello, I've come to repossess your house. I recently bought some real estate here in the swamp south of Lumbridge, the unnamed swamp. It's got no name. Nobody claimed it. Nobody wanted it. They said no one could build a castle here. They said I was daft. But my plan is to build one castle, and if it sinks, I'll just keep building new castles until they stand up on the ruins of the old ones. Basically, though, I'm your new landlord. In fact, I'm not even your landlord because I'm going to have you killed and then buried in the ocean. Cement bricks on the feet. It just works. Under what grounds? Oh, God, this is so good. Repeated failure on mortgage payments. While the swamp was unowned land, this little shack is registered with the town council of Iraq, okay? I went to the king and I looked at the records. I looked at all the records, or I had somebody else do it for me. And it turns out, yes, you do actually have a mortgage here, and the king either forgot to tell you, or maybe one of his messengers sending you your mortgage payment letter was killed by a goblin, but that's not my problem, is it? What? I don't have a mortgage. I built this house myself. No, you didn't. You built it, but you built it on land that it's owned by the king, of Jesus Christ. What city is this? We're in Lumbridge, you fucking fool. Right. Let's just end this dialogue. It's not funny anymore. God, the dialogue in this is so weird. Like, were the developers just making inside jokes to each other? Like, I can't even keep up with it. Like, it's hard to come up with shit for some of these options. They seem so specific that they're either coded messages or inside jokes. That's probably why I'm attracted to this game in the first place. All right, let's not even fucking bother. Well, you know what? Trump would say this. Let's go ahead. Well, you've been very friendly with me. I'm just here for a quest, to be honest. Sorry I was fucking with you, okay? Can you at least, throw me a fucking bone here? I said go away. I've been stranded here for decades. I'm not sure if I'm a fake teleporter clone created by accident, but I have to get back to the Enterprise. My crew must be searching for me. I've tried to build beacons, but this world's materials don't behave the same way as they do in reality. I tried to build a transwarp beacon, but it exploded in my face and 20 chickens appeared around it. Seems I still have much to learn about magic. I come from a world of science. You come from a world of pussies, okay? Give me a fucking quest. Let's get this rolling. Father Eric sent me to talk to you. I suppose I better talk to you then. What problems has he got himself into this time? Does he get himself into problems often? I know we're going off on a tangent and, I would care that the viewers don't care, but there's only 2 of them, so who gives a shit? Let's just follow this. For example, when we were trainee priests, he kept on getting stuck up bell ropes. He'd climb to the top and then nearly piss himself and ask to be taken down. Anyway, I don't have time for this chit-chat. What's his problem this time? He's got a ghost haunting his graveyard. I know, shocking. A ghost in a graveyard? Who would have thought? The silly fool. It could have been a consequence of my transwarp experiments. I've noticed that the dead seem to randomly revive or wander around as ghosts or zombies every time I try to contact the Enterprise. Again, it's as if this world operates on entirely different laws. I only wish I had Commander Data here to give me some tips, but unfortunately I'm on my own. Well, I can't exactly go back and exercise it, seeing as we've previously established, I'm some sort of transporter anomaly clone of Captain Picard that got stranded in RuneScape, so I have no knowledge of this world. I couldn't possibly exercise a ghost. Tell you what, I can take this amulet Father Ernie gave me. I haven't found any real use for it. It's got a skull on it, and he told me it had something to do with putting the dead back to sleep or reviving them, but I just can't figure out what he meant by that. Father Ernie hands you an amulet. It's an amulet of ghost speak, apparently. Blah, 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 blah. We all know this. Thanks, I'll give it a try. All right, well, we're going to go do this. Go back to the graveyard, I think, and then once we do that, we're good to just head back to the good old TrumpScape Tower. Man, running through these mushrooms reminds me when I was a kid, I used to step on these mushrooms that grew around where I grew up. And they would, when you stepped on them, they would pop, and there'd be like this green burst of spores that you could actually see. Like it looked like a powder that went into the air. They always grew on rotting logs around where I grew up. My sister and I would always look for them and then like stomp on them. And then we got like a really bad cough. And we were both like, it's probably those mushrooms it's probably the fungus spores. Anyway, let's talk to the restless ghost himself. What's he have to say? Hello, ghost. How's it going? Listen, I'm looking to fill some apartments on a certain strip of land, okay? I know that myself or people like me may have harmed your people in the past. I know you're dead. You might be a ghost. I may have caused that. but we got some ghost apartments, okay? It's a new thing I'm trying. I'm building ghost apartments for ghosts. They're going to be exclusive. You're only going to be able to use ecto tokens as currency, okay? But it's an untapped market. I've realized the dead are an untapped market. No one's tapping them. I mean, there are people tapping them, but not in the sense I want to. That's not what I'm into, okay? But look, we can make a deal here. If you're interested in some swamp real estate or perhaps some desert real estate of an unnamed place, let me know.
Oh, God. Not another salesman. There have been so many of you coming by lately, I lose track of which one is which. Are you selling a religion or a product? Houses? Why would ghosts need houses? We're incorporeal. I mean, every human being is technically incorporeal. The material reality we're in is just a video game. Most people don't know that. Who are you again?
Look, I'm just here to get rid of you, all right? I'll be blunt, 'cause I'm getting tired of doing this bit.
You understood what I said.
Of course I did. I've got this amulet. This guy in the swamp gave it to me. Look, tell me what the problem is. Why are you still here? Why haven't you moved up? Why haven't you sold your apartment and bought a house? Why haven't you started a family? Why don't you tell me why you haven't done any of that?
Wow, this is incredible. I mean, your level of ignorance is incredible. You didn't bother to ask me that question while I was alive. It took me dying for you to ask me that. Maybe you are a narcissist after all. Never mind that. Look.
Yes, I can. Why is he responding?
Fuck you, I'm trying to do a bit.
Okay.
A warlock has stolen my skull, Donald Trump. That is the point of this quest.
Do you know who this warlock is?
I think it was one of the warlocks who live in the big tower by the sea southwest from here.
Okay, so let me get this straight. I know we skipped some dialogue, but it sucked anyway. So somebody took your skull. That's bad. That's your property, okay? I believe in the right of every American to own property. I think the whole world should function like that. It'd probably be better, but, there's people who disagree. But in any case, it's your skull, You made it, you grew with it, you fed it with calcium your whole life. So if somebody took it and you're trying to get your property back, that's a quest I can get my dick around. I mean, my mind around.
Did you just compare your mind to your penis?
Nope, I didn't. That was a typo, like my name. Just disregard it.
Why does he say it's so dull being a ghost? Okay, anyway. So we gotta get his skull, that's the gist of this. And that dialogue didn't really offer us too much in terms of comedic potential, so we're just gonna blaze our way to the end of this quest. And get ourselves a nice clean human skull. Something we can drink wine out of. Like that villain from the Conan movie.
I may have said something about New York rats a few episodes back. I take it back. These ones, they're a lot worse, I gotta say.
Okay, now again, we leveled our magic, so we should just be able to hopefully stick the skeleton on some piece of the environment and just blow it away quick.
Right quick. Like smacking a football fan at your favourite game when your team wins and their team don't. Ain't that the best feeling? When you're from the north and you take your club to someone from the south.
Human beings we love fighting, man. There's a great it's fun, but it destroys us. It's like a drug. There's a great line from a very flawed anime series called Escaflowne. And there's a moment when there's two characters who were allies for years in the lore of that anime. And there's a scene where they're fighting each other. And there's this wise old sage character, this Jungian wise old sage. It's Isaac Newton who made himself immortal. It's a very weird anime. But Isaac Newton is watching them and he says to the innocent female schoolgirl protagonist, which is of course a staple of creepy Japanese media, this sage figure in this story tells her,
look at those youths. Look at those two characters who were allies, like, for the first 3 seasons. Now it's season 4, and they're fighting each other. And he says something to her. He says a line. It's so good. It's so simple, but it's so beautiful. He just says, look at those youths. They're so happy. They're happy because they can beat the shit out of each other. Some people just want to fight forever. And you know what? Let them have their fighting heaven. I don't care. You know? Some people don't want to fight, though. Give them their space, their server, their country, their culture, their race, their whatever. I really think that's a big part of the problem. Is it's not just race. It's not just IQ. It's not just monetary status. It's not just cultural differences. It's not just religion. It's what kind of game do you want to play is what we should ask everyone when they're 5 years old. If you want to solve the world's problems, if you want my personal solution to the problem of trying to do globalism in a good way, like not evil globalism or not shitty, the best thing to do would be you have to frame reality as a game from the get-go, because even an idiot will understand the mechanisms of a game, but you have to be very, like, blunt about it. Like, you are in a video game right now. Like, you have to tell people that, like, right when they're born. You can't use metaphor and be like, it's a mimetic hazard. We can't tell them reality's a game, or they'll be too cavalier and die in a skateboarding accident. It's like they were going to die in a skateboarding accident anyway. Like, the people with that risk threshold were going to do that anyway, right? Why not tell them at the beginning, hey, it's just a game. Chill out. A lot of the neurotic and anxiety ridden people would probably have benefited from having that psychological framework for existence applied to them when they were in their formative years. But that would require a new religion, a new culture, might require wiping everything clean, making a clean slate, but I don't think that's true. I think that's too extreme. Anyway, let's keep going with this RuneScape quest, guys. This is what's really important, is this quest here. Let's go ahead and take a look in these sock drawers here. They're clearly crusted full of cum. Is there a cum skeleton in one of these? Oh, these open drawers. They're giving me a visual cue. Nope. Is it these drawers in here? Oh, yeah, it's the... Okay, we have to take the skull. That's what we have to do. I'm confusing this because there's a clue where you have to search the... you have to search the fucking... drawers for something. You may have had to talk to a wizard, too, and I've just fucked that up. Let's see... Yeah, okay. Oh, the altar. Oh, of course. I think the skeleton was headless in OSRS. Like, they changed it so the skeleton didn't have a head. That's why it threw me off. Okay, whoa. There we go. That's right where I want you, you motherfucker. Time to cheese the shit out of this. Oh shit, my magic's doing nothing. Are you immune to magic? I hope not. Oh no, you're not. Okay. Let's just keep on throwing water balls at you, water balloons. When I was a kid, we called them water balls because balloons hadn't been invented yet. This is going to be so fucking tedious, but I want to try to do Waterfall Quest at level 3 combat, or whatever we're at now. At 10 HP, basically. The combat level doesn't matter. That's the reason I've been keeping the combat stats down, because Waterfall Quest is so much more fun when you're, when you can die instantly. And by fun, I mean, it'll make for a better video. Won't be fun for me, but it'll be fun for you watching. All 2 of you. All right, let's take this. Oh, we already got it. Perfect. Nice. All right, so now I think we can just TP back to Lumbiddity Bridge. It's okay, Trump. They're just words. Come on. You can do it. Just read the teleprompter. You're still better than Joe Biden. You just have to last a few more years.
right, let's talk to the host, the G host, the gut host. Oh, the tangents I could go down, but we won't do that because I'm too fucking tired to do it right now.
Hello, Ghost. How are you?
How are you doing finding my skull?
Well, I found a skull. It was around like the spot that, you said yours was. I can't promise you it's yours. I don't know why I'm being so honest. You're making me be honest. My God. You're making me be honest. Holy shit, I'm creeped the fuck out. Get me the fuck out of here. Just get this quest done. Take your skull. I'm sure it's yours.
Hurrah, I can stop being a ghost. Okay, let's put this in his coffin.
Maybe I should try opening it first.
Maybe the game should do that automatically.
Maybe life should do everything automatically. Automatically breathe for me.
Release. Thank you, stranger.
What was that sound?
It was nothing. I'm a ghost. I couldn't possibly have made that noise.
Well, it wasn't me either. Jesus Christ, I'm getting more creeped out the longer I spend in this crypt. There's creepy noises, there's skulls. I got 15 prayer. I'm gonna pray, get out of here. The 2 pillars, yes, here we are. Oh, okay. Jesus Christ. All right, guys, I think Trump's a bit exhausted. It's probably going to be a while before we can do another episode, but this has been fun. Thank you for tuning in. Hope it wasn't too cringe, and I hope if it was cringe, it was funny. If not, go fuck yourself. Peace out.